And you're gonna have to say that to Dr. Phillip too.
Yeah.
That
And
is
you know,
awesome, really?
yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Super nice, Jim.
So I
That is amazing. Oh my God. I'm jumping up and down for you, Jim.
I
Put your
will,
hands on the wheel.
I know, right?
When I-
Holding onto the wheel.
I will too when I eat my pizza.
So it has to be extra thin.
Go
If
get a
you're gonna go for
cauliflower crust
pizza.
and make your own pizza.
That too.
And
I was
I'm just,
looking at some recipes actually, for pizza making with just egg whites and
you know,
egg
you gotta
protein.
stop. You gotta stop that.
Oh,
But I want to see if it actually tastes good before I actually, because I don't know if it's gonna taste good. Because I was like, I don't know. They make it look like it's tasty, but I don't know. I would have to see, make sure it does taste good. Because I'm very picky when it comes down to pizza.
Right?
Hmm.
so how's everybody?
Good.
We're doing good. How about
Okay.
yourself?
Good, better today. Much better.
Good.
Hey, Dr. Phillip.
Tony, sounds like a good conversation to come in on.
Right?
How are you?
And we're talking about pizza.
I know.
Of course, it's Chicago.
Chicago style.
Good deal.
Oh, I love that scenery.
Thank you.
Great.
Yeah, it's a good reminder.
Yes,
It is.
working for that. I'm working for that to go there.
Yeah. So how's everything in Chicago weather-wise?
It's gorgeous today.
It is
Absolutely.
gorgeous.
It's like picture perfect today.
Hmm.
Good deal.
And it's getting a little chilly at night. You know, for some of us, it's probably getting to put on the heater. And I'm not going to say that I'm doing it, but for some of us, because I know my sister did it. So like I said, okay, well, if you're cold, that's okay, you know. But yeah,
Okay.
it's going to get chilly.
Okay.
So,
I just get my Mexican blanket and that's it. The fuzzy ones.
oh, did you put the fuzzy one?
Yeah, that's it. I don't like the heater too much.
Yeah. Sometimes she gets to where she's really freezing. So, you know, I said, if that's what you need to do, that's what you need to do. You know.
Right?
It's true. So what are the burning issues this week besides pizza?
Yeah.
So
Well, Jim,
Jim, tell them the good news. Tell Dr. Phillip the good news.
Well, I weighed myself and I'm down to 72 pounds.
Wow. That's huge.
Yeah,
That's
I was huge.
So how you feeling?
Good. I'm actually feel good. My work sent me. They sent me this package a long time ago. I just never opened it from Lavingo. And if you're familiar with that, they're a monitor company and whatever, and they give, working for the government, they give you this free stuff. And so it's a free monitor and everything. But then, so I never worried about it because I got a free one from my nutritionalist. So I had one. So I was using that. But then I opened the other package and it was a for testing your pulse and everything for your heart monitor.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, I was really excited about that. So I've been measuring, taking and so now I've been, because you worry about, what your heart rate is and everything. And so all day it was around, what was it, 103 over like 62 or whatever.
Really? That
Yeah.
sounds low.
Well, that's what I kind of thought, but then I was looking at the thing and they were saying that was good.
Mm,
And my pulse was 52.
that's kind of low too.
Very relaxed person, Doc. Very
Yeah.
relaxed.
Yeah, usually you see a pulse in the 50s in marathon runners.
Yeah, that's me. That's
Okay.
me. I was on that pizza all day today.
Okay.
My pulse has always been low.
Okay.
And they always kind of say, well, are you a runner or something like that? My pulse, my whole life is, and it runs in the family like that.
Okay.
So when it gets up high, that's when I kind of worry.
Okay.
Yeah, so now I get to take my heart rate all the time now. I thought it was kind of neat.
Very cool.
That's cool.
So,
Refresh my memory. You're not on any medications for blood pressure, correct?
I am because of the whatchamacallit, because of the Moderna or whatever I'm on. Yes, I know. And after we had that talked about that last week, and I'm hoping to get off all my meds in a month. All of them, I'm hoping so.
Yeah, because if your blood pressure is that low, you could probably start weaning off of your blood pressure medicine.
Yeah, I'm on metformin, and then they've got me on the atorvastatin and the lisinopril.
Lisinopril. Yeah. Okay.
10 milligrams and 5 milligrams. So I'm hoping that all the numbers will stay, and when I go for my 90-day, I'll be off all my meds.
Yeah. So when you go from a lying down to a standing position, do you get lightheaded or dizzy?
Absolutely not.
Okay. That's definitely the hallmark that your blood pressure is too low.
Us marathon runners don't have those problems.
I love your sense of humor.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I would be shocked if they tell you to continue your blood pressure medicine after they see readings like that.
Well, that's what I say. I just got this thing, so I'm gonna be playing with it a lot and just seeing where I'm at
Okay.
on
Fair
everything.
enough. Fair enough. Cool. Very cool. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
For curiosity, Dr. Phil, what would be the average for the rate?
So average blood pressure is 120 over 80. Depending on health conditions, some are controlled at less than 130. So it really kind of depends on if there's other health conditions involved.
Okay,
But the average is 120 over 80.
thank you.
So, Dr. Phillip, I do have a lot of questions. I have a couple people that couldn't jump on, but I wrote down their questions.
Good
So
deal.
I have Kim. She has bone to bone on her hip. She is using the CBDA ointment,
Okay,
and it's helping her out. But she does take a high blood pressure medication, and she's also taking some pain medications now.
okay.
What would you recommend for her?
The CBDA oil.
Okay.
So this way, the cream is going to help penetrate through and maybe help out the superficial part of the hip capsule, whereas the oil is going to help out the joint surface and the underlying bone. And depending on her weight, she could either start off at a half a dropper once a day or twice a day.
Okay, half a dropper once a day or twice a day, all depending.
On her weight, yeah.
Okay.
The other thing too is if she's on pain meds, she might want to accelerate or kind of titrate up the dosing. So usually it's about every 3 to 5 days, but if she's taking a lot of pain medication, she might want to accelerate that like every other day.
Okay. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then I do have 2 other questions.
Go ahead.
I have a gentleman, his name is Adalberto. He has been diagnosed as a diabetic. He's at 8.0 A1C. And he's also he has high blood pressure. He's taking some high blood pressure medications. He said that he didn't want to take any metmorphin medications. He wants to do it through diet. But he is getting testosterone shots on a weekly basis. Would
Okay.
that affect his weight?
No, it should actually help because if, especially in men, if the testosterone level is low, then you have a hard time of maintaining your muscle mass. And muscle is the primary furnace of the body that burns calories and burns sugar. So that would be beneficial. He may want to consider trying to cut the testosterone in half and doing it twice a week as opposed to once a week, and that might keep him a little bit more even keel.
Okay. And what would you recommend for him? Since I know like for the CBD oil, would you recommend the full spectrum? Because I know I was mentioning that to him as well.
Yeah, as long as he doesn't have any musculoskeletal issues, then probably the full spectrum is going to help out with the supposed, or I should say suspected autoimmune type of type 2 diabetes.
Okay. And would that also, sorry.
How old is he?
Approximately.
Approximately.
I think he's in his 50s, if I'm not mistaken, because he's my friend's brother.
Okay.
So I know he's older than us, but so I think he's in his 50s. I think like Freddie's age, about Freddie's age.
Okay. Yeah. So the full spectrum would be beneficial.
Okay. And that the full spectrum would also help with the high blood pressure. What about the testosterone, Dr. Phillip? Would that help out or anything with the CBD?
Depending on how low his testosterone is, the CBD may help out with that. It's not going to be a direct effect on blood pressure, as it is more on diabetes and helping the cells utilize blood sugar. He would be a good candidate for the Cellulate, the glutathione precursor product, because that's going to help out the cellular level.
Okay. So I know his wife, she has no gallbladder. So his question was, because she's trying to lose weight, and she can't do too much of the keto diet. So I'm trying to see if I can get something that's gonna be less fatty for her because of the gallbladder that she had, or since she doesn't have a gallbladder. What else would you recommend, Dr. Phillip?
Yeah, so the big issue with removal of the gallbladder is really digesting, metabolizing fat. So if the keto part of the diet is lean protein, then she should be okay. So things like chicken, fish, turkey should be okay. People that have had a gallbladder surgery or cholecystectomy usually do better with probiotics and also digestive enzymes.
So the probiotics, would that be the extreme shake?
There is some probiotics in that. She may need a standalone just because she had her gallbladder removed. And she may need a standalone digestive enzyme, again, because she had her gallbladder removed.
Okay. Okay, I know which one to get then for
Okay,
that.
cool. Very cool. And then also the keto creamer shouldn't have that much fat in it to cause a reaction.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
So I like that about the keto creamer itself.
Yeah.
It has less fat compared to adding the butter and the coconut oil in it.
Good
I
point.
know, because I compared it, and I was checking all of that information too.
Yeah.
While
Good point.
I was like, okay, well, this is a little bit leaner, and it'll be like, yeah, you need your high fats, but like if you're already having too much fat throughout the day, I think the keto creamer would be good or beneficial too. So you don't have too much as well.
Right. I agree. I agree.
I think that's it for the questions that I had for my people that were asking me.
Okay. Good deal. How did everything work out for, I forgot the connection, but the individual with migraines?
For the migraines, his wife is taking a CBD oil, so I sent him the video to compare our CBD oil comparing to the other CBD oils that they're taking, or that she's taking.
Okay.
But the one that she's taking is only 700 mgs, and I told him that this one's a CBDA, and it's 1,500 mgs. Compared to that, I go in the dollar amount. I know that she bought hers at $59.95, and ours is at $119. But you have to compare how much she would be saving and how long it's going to be taking her too.
Yeah, and especially if it's the A form, which is going to be much more potent, then that kind of stretches the value, if you will, of the per ml cost.
Okay. But I know ours is a little bit more, it's pure. So I wanted him to compare that to what she's taking.
Yeah.
So I did forward that out.
Good deal. Good deal.
I know he wants to get the the CBD oil for the Crohn's disease, and the glutathione. So I did cut the video that you did mention that, Dr. Phillip, and I forwarded out to him.
Okay. Good deal.
And I have another friend. I didn't know she had something with her gut as well. She's like, funny, because I was showing her the video. I was like, oh, look what I cut this video. Look at it and check it out. And we were just having dinner together, and she was shocked that the CBD oil helps for her stomach, because I didn't know she had that issue. So it was something with her stomach lining as well.
Okay.
So she couldn't jump on because she has her granddaughter with her right now. So
Okay. Good deal.
I'm working on them too right now, and I'm talking to a couple other people as well.
Okay.
Okay.
Very cool.
So Rita, tell Dr. Phillip the good news for you too.
More good
Well,
news.
it's nothing in comparison to Jim's.
I know, but
But I've lost almost 3 pounds since I talked to you last.
Awesome. That's really good. That's really good. So what I usually ask my patients to kind of shoot for, as far as kind of like a lifestyle change, is about 1 pound a week. So
This may have been, maybe this might have been 2 weeks.
you're
So I
still
lost
exceeding
track.
the pound a week. No, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. Because that's lifestyle change. That's something that you can stick with. So that's good. Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I only have 15 more pounds to go.
Slowly but surely.
Hey, I started out 130 pounds more than I am now. So
Yeah,
I'm
big
happy.
difference. Big difference. So in the group, who's lost the most weight total?
Probably Jim.
well,
I-
I know I've lost 125, but Jim, he's been the superstar, rock star. Once he came in, he dropped really, really fast.
So it might be kind of interesting for you to track the total weight reduced in the group. That might be kind of an interesting number.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when I was running a bariatric surgery group, we needed to report back to the company how much weight was reduced. And they were impressed because I think all total, there were like maybe 15 or 20 individuals, and the group reduced about 1,000 pounds. But that was through surgery, which is a lot more drastic than making lifestyle changes. So that might be something good to kind of track and maybe have like a little counter on your Facebook page, total weight reduced by the group. And maybe even have like a little dashboard, like total weight reduced, the A1C kind of percentage that dropped, total number of medications that were reduced or eliminated, and have a little dashboard that kind of reports that. You might get a lot more interest from other individuals if they can see, the awesome results that the group is getting.
Like a graph, right, Dr. Phillip?
It could be a graph, or it could be, there's a new term, and it's just called a dashboard. And a dashboard is kind of like a summary of what's happened in a period of time. So
Okay.
you can just have a number in somehow represented on your page that says total weight reduced, and that's one number. Percentage of A1C dropped, that would be another number. That might be kind of harder to track and then report. But the total number of medications reduced or eliminated, that'll be really easy to report.
Yeah. Well, I know for medications, Rita's been the highest that has had the most removed of medications.
Mhm.
Lupe too, but Lupe wasn't taking as much as Rita.
Mhm.
So, and then for Lupe, well, she's off of all her medications completely now.
Mhm.
Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah, I think that would be something that would be very attractive to other people that want to join the group. You know, if they quickly saw that on average the A1C dropped 2 or 3 points, that the whole group reduced whatever it is, 500 pounds or something like that, and that 30 medications were eliminated. I think that'd be pretty attractive.
Yeah, I would.
Mhm.
Okay, I'll add that on there.
Yeah.
I know. So I have the YouTube channel, and I'm putting everything as public, Dr. Phillip.
Okay.
I'm cutting a couple of your videos as well, like whatever we are talking about, and posting them onto that YouTube video. So
Very good.
I am putting it on Facebook as well, and I'm forwarding it out to any people that reach out to me. I did have that gentleman reach out to me that's interested in coming in. He doesn't have an idea of what to do with his with the food intake, so I'm going to be helping him out in reference to that.
Okay.
So I know he said about blood work and stuff, but I was going to talk to you separately on that though,
Okay.
to
Very
see
good.
what your advice would be.
Okay.
Okay.
Very good.
Good. Yeah, I know I have several people reaching out to me. The diabetics, I'm trying not to do too much with because I'm hesitant, but I know the whole drill basically on what to do. So
Yeah.
that's the only thing. So
You can never go wrong with lifestyle change. I mean, it all starts with lifestyle change. So yeah, don't be shy about that.
okay. Yeah, I have an idea. Well, I told him that I would work with him and his wife. And we'll get a plan for them as well. An individual plan for them. Because I know with everyone it's a little bit different for everyone.
Sure. Sure. Very
And I
good.
know yesterday Martha, her sugar levels were high. So how are you feeling today, Martha? Can you let us all know?
I went up to 200 by midday, and I was really feeling lightheaded. I was spinning around. You recommended to take more protein and take this stream, nitro stream. And by 7 o'clock, I was feeling, well, 7 o'clock, that's when I talked to you and you told me to take more protein and take the nitro stream. I did that. By 8 o'clock, I was feeling a little better, and I just went to bed by 9 o'clock, and I took my, I took a nap, and then I woke up and I took my blood work again, and it was 170. And then this morning it was 122. So I was happy at that.
And did you take the Saluvi as well, as I had told you to?
Yes, I did.
Did you? Okay. How did you feel with that as well?
Better. Actually almost back to normal.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what's your sugar levels now, Martha?
I didn't take them right now, Joey.
No? Okay.
No.
But they're
And
down.
what time of day was your 200 level?
She was about 2 o'clock.
Okay, so that's the second bump in cortisol. So remember we talked about the different effects. So the bump in the afternoon could be the Samoji effect, which is the second bump in your cortisol. So that's not too worrisome, other than the fact that you don't feel that well. So besides all the things that Joey talked about, in the future, you may want to try, if you can, go for a walk or do some big muscle group type of activity to see if you can get your body to naturally utilize the blood sugar that's circulating around. Because
I was still, but I felt dizzy, so I didn't want to go have a long walk and
makes
fall
sense.
down.
Yeah,
So,
no, that makes sense. Okay.
but I get what you're saying, and I'm usually active, but the thing is, I couldn't be active because I was not feeling well and I was dizzy. So I just thought, okay, I gotta sit down. And I think it just brought it more up because I wasn't using my energy. So I understand all that, but feeling that I wasn't feeling well, I just sat. I have to tell you the truth.
Yeah, no, that makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense.
And then at night when I did have some protein and I was feeling better by 9 o'clock, but I was still kind of spinning. So what I ended up doing was just going to bed, and I took a nap. Then when I got up, it was about 12:30 in the a.m. I took my blood work and it was 170. And then this morning I was 122. So
Okay.
So Dr. Phillip, the reason why I told her to have a little bit more protein was because she hadn't eaten. She only ate like 2 boiled eggs all day. So that's the reason why I had mentioned to her that she had to eat a little bit more. She didn't have enough calories or any protein in her system as well.
No, that makes sense.
but all the time, except that it just, it's not always, if I don't have something in the morning, then I'm not going to be able to have anything until about maybe anywhere from 2 to 3 o'clock. My dinner meal already.
Okay.
So just continue doing what Joey said, Dr. Phil?
Yeah, so I mean the body isn't a perfect machine. It's unique, and every day is going to be different. So there could have been some stressors during the day. It sounds like you didn't maybe have your typical eating pattern. So there's a variety of things that can cause your blood sugar to go up or down. So you just treat the one-offs and try not to let it negatively impact you, because the body is going to fluctuate. It's just designed that way.
Okay, thank you, Doctor.
Welcome.
So Freddie's on. How are you doing, Freddie?
Tired today.
Long week?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm driving, so I didn't want to put the video on. I've been working a lot, going to sleep late, waking up too early. So it caught up to me. Just tired. And I haven't gone to work out. I haven't done anything in about 7 days. So that's why I'm going today.
Yeah, that'll all catch up to you.
Yeah, and I slacked off on my supplementation too. So I need to get back on that. But it's just been that kind of week. It's more work related than anything. I think I might have packed on 2 pounds. I got to get those off. Yeah, don't make faces, Jovi. Don't make faces. And my shoulder was hurting a lot. I don't know why. Because I haven't even really been lifting. But my left shoulder's just been killing me. At first, I thought it was my pec where it meets. But now it's feeling more up on the top. And it's just stings. I don't know. So I've kind of been laying off some stuff too because of that.
So Dr. Phillip, would you recommend more of the CBDA for Freddie because of that with his shoulder?
For the topical portion, yeah. Where are you at with Pilates? When was the last time you did that?
It's been a couple of weeks because I haven't done anything. I haven't done nothing. None of my nothing. Yeah, just with the work. But tomorrow's the class, so I'll be going again tomorrow.
Okay.
And get back on track. But I have been doing some of the stuff at home when I don't go, and strengthening certain parts that I didn't even consider before with the Pilates stuff.
Okay. So does it hurt when you lay on that side?
You know what? I think I slept on it last night, and it was bothering me a lot this morning.
Okay.
And it pops when I pull it back, this way. If I stretch it all the way back, it'll pop.
Okay.
And it won't hurt when it pops, and I'll feel some relief. But every now and then it'll twinge if I push something or lift my arm this way. It'll hurt. Before, it was when I was benching, it was pulling around here, and it's just been subsequently moving up. I stopped benching, and now it's probably here, right in the middle.
Okay. So classically, when you have shoulder pain on sleeping on that side, that's usually more of a what's called a subacromial bursitis. There's kind of like a potential sac that's underneath the bone that's on top of the rotator cuff muscle. And when you sleep on that, it kind of compresses it. That causes irritation. So not only can sleeping on it cause problems, but also, like you said, when you raise your arm straight forward, that kind of compresses that sac. So what Jovi was mentioning may actually be a great idea, because since it is superficial, the cream may help with some relief with that.
Okay. All right. I'll give it a try. I know I've been saying it, I'm going to do it, but this time I will. I'm caught up. I've been having a hell of a month. It's all problems that lead to a good thing. It's just the next step for me. But this is just a price I have to pay for what I want to do. And yeah, it just finally caught up with me. And I do have that. This is where I had the bicep reattachment too. So what I've been doing, because I noticed that my arm does not straighten out as much on here as like my left arm is the one that had the surgery. My right arm, I noticed a significant difference in the bend and how far I can straighten it out. My left arm doesn't have the same range. So I've been stretching my wrist this way, stretching my wrist that way, because I'm also left-handed. And I have the phone in that hand. I do all the other things with that hand. So I'm probably not stretching it or doing anything to counteract my use every day. So I'm working on getting it as close as possible to the right arm by hanging and doing the wrist stretches and stuff. The wrist stretches seem to help a lot when I go this way, particularly, and then this way. But this seems to help the most.
So when you're doing those stretches,
I did notice a small difference.
when you're doing those stretches, are you keeping your
Go
elbows
ahead.
straight? Did you hear that? I think there was a communication.
Oh, okay. What was the last thing you heard?
When you're doing the stretches, are you keeping your elbows straight?
I try to.
Yeah, the straighter you keep your elbow, the better off it's going to help to stretch out the site where the bicep was reattached.
Okay. Yeah, I know I lost some flexibility, some mobility in there because they just pretty much pulled it back, sewed it back together, and it was here that the attachment was here, not up and then on the back side of the forearm. I can't do it with. See if I can do it right there, and then in the crook, right. That's where I have the line. So I did lose a little. That my left, but again, it may be because that's what I use all the time, and I'm just not counteracting it.
Okay, so you broke up quite a bit. Your image froze, so I wasn't quite sure of what you're trying to show me. However, make sure you keep at least one hand on the steering wheel.
I was at the stoplight.
Remember, this is recorded.
Yeah, this is a simulator. This is not an actual vehicle.
Okay.
I'm in a simulator. Yeah.
Okay. Good deal. Yeah, but try that. Try to keep your elbow as straight as possible when you're stretching out the wrist, and that'll help to isolate the stretch at the bicep.
Okay. Will do. And I'll order the CBD because I don't really have anything that will do anything with the pain. I don't want to take pills.
Yeah.
I don't want to take any pills. Not a fan.
Yeah, as you're stretching out the bicep tendon where it got reattached, there might be some inflammation there, so you can even try the cream there too.
Okay. What, I have a TENS unit. Does that do anything or not really?
Yes, it does, but unfortunately what it does is it blocks the pain. It doesn't really do anything to heal or cure.
Okay.
So it's great for blocking the pain, but it's not going to help you heal.
Yeah, that's what I want is to heal.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Good to know.
Mhm.
And I've got no hands on the wheel. Here we go.
You're stopped at the stoplight.
That's pretty much all I got. I'm eventually gonna get some workup done just to check, the blood and immune system, everything, just to see where I'm at. Because I haven't had it done in a while.
Yeah, I apologize, Freddie, but I can't find anyone within like a 2-hour radius of you. So I thought I had an option, but it'll be a long haul for you.
I can do Houston and San Antonio. Dallas would be too far.
Okay, let me check on that. I'll write myself a note.
Houston would be probably my best choice because I don't have to get a hotel and I can stay indefinitely. Yeah.
Okay.
And San Antonio is an option because I can go and come back in the same day.
So Houston first or San Antonio?
Houston,
Okay.
because I have family there.
Okay.
Actually, we have family there, Joby, and
Oh, we do?
yeah, we do. We have relatives. I'm sorry, we have relatives.
Yes, we do. I forgot. Tina's out there. And Tia Elida.
Sorry,
Okay.
I got a phone. Sorry, a phone call came in.
No worries. How about you, Miss Alice?
Hello, everyone. I think I'm good. I had my physical and my blood work came back, so my AC1 is up, and my cholesterol is up, and my blood pressure is up.
So how much?
The AC1 is at a 5.8.
Okay.
The cholesterol, I saw the number, but I measured it according to the scale, and it's up to. And then my blood pressure is 80/140.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that is coming from stress because I don't have a history of high blood pressure at all.
Yeah, that makes sense. And the A1C just puts you into the pre-diabetic range. That starts at 5.7.
Right. So it was down, now it went back up. So
Okay.
it was down and it went back up. So
And stress will also do that too.
yeah, well, that's what she was saying as well. Because for the last month, she asked me what was going on. So I explained some of the things that was going on in the last month. So we came up with, especially for the high blood pressure, that it has to be the stress that's messing with my, except for the cholesterol. She said she's not giving me that one.
Mhm.
So, not gonna get, but that could be stress too. Cholesterol could be stress. All of it's stress.
Yeah, the cholesterol is probably least affected by it, but yeah.
Okay, I'm a doctor too, and like I told her, it's dealing with stress. All of it's stress, okay?
Got it.
But I know. But she says that she definitely want me to lose the weight and she want me to let go. And I have been under a lot of stress, so I'm gonna go back in a month, a month after the family reunion because that's where the stress is coming from. My family getting on my nerves. I'm not getting any sleep, and I'm still working a job, and I'm still trying to do my event. So I didn't get in till 3 o'clock in the morning. Giovanna stressing me out, but she want me up at 5:30 to do some exercise. So all of that.
Okay.
I
Sounds
was
like
only
you,
happy today because I got
Sounds-
my exposure.
sounds like you need some bliss to kind of de-stress you.
I need some what?
Bliss.
What's that?
That's the CBGA that helps out with kind of mellowing you out. So if you're anxious, it kind of calms you down. If you're depressed, it kind of mood elevates a little bit. It's a real good neutralizer, if you will.
Oh, really? Now I'm maybe interested in that. I'll probably go ahead and order that. And it's called Bliss.
BLISS, Bliss.
Bliss. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I just got my order for my shake, and I got my order for my exfoliation. I love that stuff. That stuff is really good. I like that.
Yeah. Very cool.
Mhm.
Very cool.
Mhm. So, and then that's it for me.
Good
Yeah, I
deal.
do talk time. Okay.
Good deal. Good deal.
So I just
It
did my,
was,
did my blood pressure and it's 121/72/48.
48 is kind of unusual.
Well, and you know what? That was what I had when I went to give blood. Remember, I told you the doctor, they want to take my blood because my pulse was at 48.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot. Since she's sending me for a sleep apnea test too.
Yeah. If you're not getting restorative sleep, that can alter your hormones. Then people tend to be kind of nervous eaters because they're constantly falling asleep. So they'll have something that they think will kind of boost their metabolism. So it's either sugar-like or caffeine-like, and then you're just in a vicious cycle.
Mhm.
And then usually when you reduce the weight, then the CPAP machine, the sleep apnea machine, that goes away. So it's
Okay.
not permanent, in other words.
What, sleep apnea?
And the machine. So both
You said they are permanent or it's not?
are not.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Yeah, especially with weight reduction.
Very good.
so Dr. Phillip, is that new product that you were mentioning, is that coming out by the end of this month?
So my understanding is the launch date, I think, is October 5th.
Okay.
Yeah. And again, some people need a jump start or a kickstart, or they want to see something tangible. And this will kind of help kind of boost their morale and help them to see something tangible as they're doing the lifestyle change and all of the lifestyle modification. So it's not meant to be an end all be all. It's meant to kind of help people get some tangible motivation.
Thank you for mentioning that.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And when I tried it, because I was part of the test group, I was really shocked to see results in 2 weeks. And for me, what I was trying to see if there would be a difference is in body composition, because I was able to check. So I was able to reduce 0.9% body fat. It doesn't sound like a lot, but it was actually 2 pounds of body fat that I reduced in 2 weeks.
Oh, wow.
Mhm.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it is. And the other side benefit, if you will, is the kind of mental clarity focusing that I got. That helped out, and that was a nice kind of perk, if you will.
Mhm. So what is this new medication that miracle medication you're talking about, Dr. Phil?
So it's not a miracle. It's an adjunct. It's an adjunct to a healthy lifestyle and making lifestyle changes.
No, I'm just saying, because anything that can help it's magic. Because you get stuck at some point and you just can't seem to move on sometimes.
No, so that's a good point, Martha, because sometimes people will hit a plateau, especially when you're doing lifestyle change. You might hit a plateau at 6 weeks or 3 months or something like that, and you need something to kind of reset. So yeah, this could possibly help do that for those people that hit a plateau, or for those people that are just starting. And they have kind of low self-esteem. They don't have a real good support system. So having something to kind of kickstart or jumpstart, that may be beneficial for them.
And this doesn't have CBD oil, that Dr. Phil?
No.
Okay.
So Dr. Phillip, when because I know I'm at that body set point right now.
Mhm.
So I'm between 160 to 164, all depending. How long does it take for me to get to that, or to try to go down a little bit more? Because I know Chris had mentioned that it can take up to even 6 months.
Mhm.
All depending.
Yeah. So if you can get a hold of a body composition scale and measure your percent body fat, that would help you out tremendously, because a body composition scale will give you your percent body fat and also your lean mass, which is kind of an extrapolation of your muscle mass. So that was the nice thing, is that I was measuring myself with the body composition scale, and that's where I could see that I lost 2 pounds of fat.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Mhm.
Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah. And, I could be a one-off, but like I said, I reduced 2 pounds of fat within 2 weeks. And I didn't do anything else differently. I didn't change anything else.
Okay. I know I haven't been at this weight since I was like 30 years old. So it's been a long time that I haven't been at this weight. So I know it's going to take a while for me to get down, even down those 10 pounds that I my goal. So in a way, I'm not too disappointed, but at the same time, I want to see what else I can do to tweak it, and I can go a little bit further down.
Right.
Because I know it's been a little bit like maybe 4 or 5 months that I've been at this weight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why the product is labeled the way it is labeled, in order to help people kind of modify their bodies. And again, it isn't a long study. It was only 2 weeks. There weren't a lot of people. I think there was 50 something. But at least it gives some good kind of testimonials, if you will.
What is it, pills?
It's a capsule.
A pill that you have to swallow. Something you have to swallow.
Yeah, exactly.
I was going to try it, but I don't know now. So
Because
I don't like. I don't have a thing about pills, so it takes me a long time to take any type of form of pill. Now, let me ask you this: if I get it, just to, start me off with losing weight, can I open up a capsule and put it into my shake or no?
You can, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to have a pleasant taste.
Mhm.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's why they put it in a capsule.
Okay, makes sense.
Put it in kefir.
I'm sorry, Jovi, you kind of broke up.
I was going to put it in a kefir with a little bit of cinnamon and put it in there and just eat it that way.
Yeah, the other idea of the capsule is so that it can slowly or slower get absorbed into the system. Whereas if you just open up the capsule and put the powder in something, it's probably going to have a more rapid type of an effect.
Well, I'm not trying to kill myself, but I know I will be gagging if I swallow the pill. Then you're saying it's nasty. It's going to burp up and then I'm going to be tasting it. Ugh. Don't laugh at me, Dr. Phil. It's just.
I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing.
I'm trying. I got. Let me tell you something. And I was telling my mother this morning. I said I am so proud of myself. I didn't get into the house because I had an event to go to at 5. I didn't get into 3 o'clock, Jovi? 3 o'clock in the morning. But I got on up and did my exercise with Jovi as much as I could up at 5:30 in the morning. And I was a tired sister. So I'm trying. So that's give me some kudos for at least trying. I don't know.
No, that's perfect. That's
Yeah.
perfect. That's perfect. That's
Yeah.
perfect. Good deal.
But Jovi wasn't gonna let me sleep, so she just wasn't. She wasn't gonna let me sleep. She wanted me to come and kick down doors and knock down windows and all of that. For her to leave me alone. So, but I want to show y'all my I love this stuff right here. If you all have not tried this, you all need to try this. This exfoliator. It is wonderful.
Not real. Oh, there you go. Now I can see it. Yeah. Yeah, now I can see it.
Yeah. This here, this is
Yeah.
gold. This will always be my favorite. I love this. And your skin looks so fresh and dewy after you do this. Just with one, you're going to see the difference. I can't wait to see what it's going to be after 30 days. Seriously.
Good deal.
Yeah. But I know you say your wife uses this, right?
Yeah. I use it too once a week. And it's so gentle on my skin. I actually shave with it.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I love it. I love it.
No, it's great.
Yeah.
It's very good. It's very good. So unfortunately, I have a neighborhood going away party that I have to get to. So we'll pick this up next week.
I won't see you next week. I will be at a wedding.
Oh, good for you.
One of
In
my
your
millions.
in your new thinner dress, right?
Yeah, I had to go out and get one.
Sure. Good for you. Good for
Mhm.
you. Good for you.
All
Good
right.
deal. Good deal. Okay, everyone. We'll talk next week, except for Rita.
You can have her
Right.
talk about me, right?
See you next week.
Good deal. Good deal.
Have
Okay.
fun.
Okay.
Have fun at your party.
Good deal.
so
Thank
much,
you.
Dr.
Appreciate it.
Phillip.
Okay. See you
Bye-bye.
next week. Okay.
Doc, see you next week.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
espérate, mamita, espérate. Yes. Sign's right there, bro. Camera. Sorry. She can give you a gift? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let me just have you sign it. Voy a ir al baño, mamita, ¿ok?